Hey guys, my name is Kevin Scoggin, and I got my real estate license in August of 2017. Before getting my license, I'd been in full-time ministry for over 5 years, and I remember that making the transition into a 100% commission-based sales job was a huge change for us. I had a wife and a 6-month-old to support at the time, and so I remember thinking that really failure was not an option for me. Right around the time I got my license, I had a good friend who had really been the reason I got into real estate in the first place. He launched a local brokerage, and so I decided to hang my license with him and just jumped in headfirst trying to figure out how to sell real estate and how to support my family. Those first 6 months were rough. I don't know what I thought would happen when I got my license, but the clients didn't just appear. There were more than a few times in those early days that I really thought I might fail. It took about 8 months or so for me to finally get some traction in cold calling of all things, and slowly my business started to turn around. About a year after that, I hired an assistant, and shortly after that, I hired an agent and then a videographer, and little by little, my team just began to grow. And while I was growing my business, the brokerage that I was a part of was blowing up. And before I knew it, I was the #1 agent of over 300 agents at this local boutique brokerage here in my market. And honestly, life was good. I loved the brokerage I was at. We had great commission splits, great support, a low cap. And I was friends with the broker, right? And like all agents, during that time, I was approached by a lot of other brokerages and always told them, hey, I'm never leaving. I love where I'm at. And I truly believed that. That is until I saw and for the first time really understood the compensation model and support structure at eXp. In addition to that, what our team did that went above and beyond that. I remember thinking to myself after watching the presentation that this was a complete game changer. I showed the presentation to my wife and my team, and I remember that they all felt the same way. You know, it's been my experience that most agents get into real estate to build wealth and create a lifestyle of freedom and opportunity. But the sad truth is most agents never achieve that. Many become high earners, but they find themselves on the transaction treadmill, constantly exchanging time for money. But eXp offers a way off that treadmill. At eXp, agents have the opportunity to be compensated 3 ways instead of the traditional one. At most brokerages, when an agent closes a deal, they get their commission check and they move on to the next deal, right? But at eXp, things are done a little bit differently. At eXp, agents can be compensated by equity, cash flow, and commission. And this changes the game because it means while you're working hard, closing deals, paying the bills, you can be planting seeds for your future financial freedom. One of the big misconceptions floating around out there about eXp is that you have to recruit other agents, and this could not be further from the truth. eXp's goal is simply to compensate you more for doing what you are already doing. And because they're a cloud-based brokerage with reduced overhead, they can actually afford to give back financially to their agents. And the truth is, it's not uncommon for agents to introduce their friends and other agents to the brokerage simply by the nature of doing business. I know that at my previous brokerage, I brought multiple agents into the brokerage and I wasn't even trying, right? But instead of giving you a plaque or a certificate or a gift card as a thank you, eXp has an extensive revenue share program that financially rewards you for every active agent that you introduce to the company. And you can participate in this casually as it naturally happens and enjoy a small financial benefit, or you can take it seriously and enjoy a financial benefit with no limit, as you can earn on the agents you attract up to 7 levels deep. And of course, you don't have to participate in this at all. But for me, this was a big incentive. I thought, man, what if I made a concerted effort, right, to introduce agents to this incredible company by reaching out to just a few agents a week, right? Like, what type of residual income could this grow into in 5 or even 10 years, right? And so this is the cash flow piece of the compensation plan. The next piece of the compensation plan that really appealed to me was the equity piece. eXp is a publicly traded company. In fact, in 2020, it was one of the top performing stocks in the world. And there are multiple ways to earn equity or ownership in the company. In fact, each year when you close your first transaction, the company gives you an equity award. When you reach your cap each year, you earn an equity award. And while these are great and add up over time, the game changer for me was EXP's Icon Award. So the Icon Award is given to agents who meet their cap and close an additional 20 deals and then meet a few cultural requirements in one calendar year. And when you do this, you are awarded your entire cap back in the form of company stock. This is the first time in history that a company has completely reimbursed their agents 100% of their cap. Now, at my previous brokerage, I capped year after year after year, and I never saw any of that money back. And now I have the chance to earn it back every single year. And as a young father, right, I'm starting to think about, wow, this is literally how I could pay for my children's colleges if I do this year after year after year. And I don't have to do anything different than what I was already doing before. So the last piece that made the difference for me was what our organization within EXP does differently. I'm a part of an incredible team called the Wolfpack, and our team leaders have gone above and beyond to create a value proposition that is hard to ignore. Members of our team receive free world-class social media training on all major platforms. We have 4 mastermind calls every single week that cover mindset, production habits, agent attraction, basically all the topics you might need to win as a real estate agent. And we're teaching agents how to scale their business the modern way. It was a bittersweet decision for me to leave my brokerage, but I'm so thankful I did. You know, leaving your brokerage, it isn't always about being unhappy. Sometimes another brokerage simply sets you up better. And I want to challenge you to ask yourself the same question that I did. In 5, 10, or 15 years, am I set up better to achieve my real estate goals and dreams at my current brokerage, or could this be an option for you? I want to thank you guys so much for taking a few minutes to watch this video and hear my story. Now, this was a very high-level overview of the company and the team. And if you have interest in learning more, you can head on over to kevinscoggin.com/partner with me, or you can simply click on the link below to book a free, no pressure, no obligation discovery call.